What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's impromptu unscripted video, we're going to be talking about the basics of your AR and the three things that I think are absolutely necessary to have before anything else. I've said it multiple times and in multiple videos that I think the best rifle for you to start out with, or for all intents and purposes, be your go-to or the best rifle for a handoff or anything like that, is going to be the 16-inch AR-15, and I prefer mid-length gas systems on those. I think they shoot the best compared to a carbine, especially in that 16-inch barrel. So when you're saving up your money to buy your first rifle, I think it's important to also save up enough money for some magazines and ammo. Because what's the point of buying the rifle if you can't go out and shoot it? After that, that's your first purchase. If you don't buy the magazines at the same time, you should be buying them within days of buying the rifle. I understand having to save up money to buy stuff, and then you buy it, and then you have to wait a couple weeks to get the mags. Before you buy anything else after the rifle, you need to buy magazines. That's not part of the three things that we're going to talk about today. I think the three things that are the most important accessories to buy for your rifle, for anybody, the three things that you got to have, and the two things that you need to buy as quickly as possible are going to be some sort of sights. There are a bunch of backup iron sight options out there, from fixed to flip up, that work really well. I'm running the M-Bus on here. You have to have a way to aim with your rifle to be able to hit what you're looking at, and iron sights are probably the best thing to do. Yeah, you can spend money on red dots and magnifiers and LPVOs and all that stuff, but the relatively cheapest, fastest way to get shooting and therefore getting better with your weapon is going to be iron sights of some kind. And then the very next thing that you need to get, if you can manage to get it at the same time, is going to be a sling. Now, and I've heard there's a lot of arguments about not cheaping out on stuff, and it's your first one, it's okay to go cheap, whatever, blah, 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 blah. There are different types of slings. There are slings that are better than others. There's arguments about the QD slings versus the clips, or tying them on with 550 cord, whatever. That really comes down to user preference. If you get a rail that's like this that does not have a steel insert for a QD sling, if you choose to go with a QD, make sure you get the attachment, whether you have Picatinny, M-Lock, Keymod. I don't know why you would be buying that anymore at this point, but whatever, so that you have that steel insert. Otherwise, the bearings in this QD is going to wear out this, and then it won't work. But get a sling. The sling is your rifle's holster. You don't want to lay the rifle down to do anything, whether it's helping a friend out, applying first aid, picking something up. You don't want to set this down. And having the sling, especially an adjustable sling, allows you to tighten it down and hold it to your body, whether it be on your back or across your chest. Sights and the sling are imperative. And then I think the last thing that is super important that you have to have before you do anything else is going to be a white light, a weapon mounted light, whatever. Again, going back to the cheap versus expensive thing, yeah, you can save up your money and get the Vampires and Surefires and whatever lights with the switches and stuff. This light is an Amazon special. I think it's a Fiachi. I'll try to put it up here. This light was sub $30. It comes with two 18650 batteries that if you leave this thing on and never turn it off. Will run for about 3 hours before the light starts dimming. It comes with a battery charger to charge those, and this version also comes with a tail cap that has a clicky button on it for on and off, and a pressure pad which has on, off, and momentary. You need to know, especially if you're in the dark, you need to know what you're shooting at. You don't want to shoot a family member. You don't want to shoot a friend. You don't want to shoot your dog. You're not the ATF. You need to have a light. Those are the 3 things that are the most important on any startup, beginner, handoff, whatever the case may be. Some type of sighting system. I'm suggesting iron sights, backup iron sights, fixed, foldable, whatever the option is that you want to go. Sights, a sling, and a white light. Once you get up a couple more dollars, it would be a good idea to go ahead and get that light cover, because that light surface can reflect, and if you do for some reason have a negligent discharge of your light, that covers it so it can't be seen. Hami 3D Prints has the best quality for the cheapest money light covers available on the market, but there are other companies out there like 100 Concepts. If you want to spend a lot more money, you can get the same thing. Hami wasn't around when I got these, so these are 100 Concepts. There have been several videos out lately that have kind of beaten me to the punch on overbuilding your AR and the basic things that you have to have, and I think those videos are great, and I kind of pissed off that they beat me to the punch, but I've been super busy, so I'm just now getting out here to make this video for you guys. Once you start saving up and you want to upgrade to a better light, do it. If you have the money, it's not going to put you in a financial bind. Do it. You want to put a magwell on here? These things are super cheap with Hami 3D Prints. Do it. It just, anything that is going to make you better, but without having the proper basics and understanding and the training of how to shoot your rifle, getting out there and actually shooting this thing and seeing where you're at 25 yards, 50 yards, 100 yards, 150 yards, whatever you would be normally shooting at. Without the training and the basics, it doesn't matter what else you put on here, you're not going to be good. It will help, but it's not going to make you a better shooter without actually putting in the work. I think that's something that's also important to remember, so needed to be said. Everyone wants to be the cool guy, the special forces guy. The reality is the majority of us are going to be grunts. And grunts won wars too. This is kind of getting to be a long video, and I just wanted to do a quick video on AR basics and the 3 things that you absolutely need to get and should have on your rifle before anything else. You need a rifle, and you need some magazines so that you can shoot that rifle. Then you need to get to the range, and you need to start shooting and practicing. You need to start walking through the woods, through your house, through wherever, so that you can learn how you're going to be manipulating that weapon around obstacles and terrain. Then the very next thing you need to get is going to be sights, then a sling, and then a white light. After that, anything else you do to your rifle is going to be extra. It's going to be gravy. It's going to be whatever, as long as you're actually training. And by training, I mean shooting and moving with this thing. The better you can get at shooting your rifle, the better you're going to be in any type of situation where you have to use it. Home invasion, Red Dawn, whatever. Run what you brung, practice with what you have, save up your money, whether you're able to save it up in a month or it takes you 2 years. Then you can start adding on all the extra Gucci stuff. It's really all I got for you guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree with the list of the most important things that you need with your rifle. Let me know if you think I'm on the mark or what you prefer for your go-to, your first build, 16-inch, 14.5, 10.5, whatever. Let's get that conversation going down in the comments. While you're down there, make sure you hit that description box. It has links to all the affiliates that we work with, including Xville Enterprises, Prepared Citizens Training Group, Modern Frontiersmen, Jace Medical, LA Police Gear, and the Gilly Dude. Check those guys out. Support those who support the channel. Until next time, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.